What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. All right, hope y'all are having a fantastic start to your Friday. A little wet out there, and it is supposed to be a little nasty today, y'all. So rainy, thunderstorms, high wind. And then temps tonight getting down to 29 degrees. We always get one more, don't we? We always get one more cold snap. There's always one more cold snap that ends up coming through, and I think this is it. So I'm hopeful this is it. I hope this is the last one, and after this, it's SEC baseball time with A&M coming here next week, and hopefully we get awesome weather for that. It's just springtime ahead. So we'll say some good mornings here. LSU basketball beats Missouri yesterday in the SEC tournament. So it was a game where LSU just blew the doors off Missouri. If you look at the final score, it was not in any way indicative of what happened in that game. LSU in the last minute just started throwing the ball all around, and Missouri kept getting quick buckets and layups, and all of a sudden you're looking there. And LSU was up 8. Inbounding under its basket, turned it over, and Missouri had a point-blank layup to make it 6 with like 13 seconds to go and missed the layup, fouled LSU. So anyway, LSU wins. They advance to play Arkansas today. Lenardi, in his latest bracketology, has LSU a 5 seed in the East region, taking on either the winner of the Wyoming-Wake Forest play-in game. So that would be LSU's 12-5 opponent. So Lenardi has LSU a 5. Palm has LSU a 5. Win today against Arkansas, and you should really solidify that. I know some of you have asked, and I don't think you're wrong, but the committee last year knocked LSU down into that 8-9 game. LSU won 11 conference games last year and made it to the conference tournament final. And you had some nice wins on that schedule a year ago. And certainly we thought LSU was going to be much higher than they ended up being. So will the committee bump LSU down? Maybe. But I don't think you're talking about realistically finding LSU in an 8-9 game. You'd be outside of the top 30 at that point. And considering your net ranking is 17, even if you lose today, not hurting you at all. You win today, it definitely solidifies you there. Yeah, there's 16 in the net. So I think today's result isn't going to hurt you. You lose, doesn't hurt you. If you win, I think it could solidify you maybe as a 5, which I think we talked about for a while. I thought that was LSU's ceiling, was a 5. The floor I thought was 8-9. I think the floor now is a 7. I don't think they end up in an 8-9. I think the floor is a 7. So see how they do today. Same time slot, so they'll be the second game. But the way the SEC schedules these things, it's 1 o'clock, but the first game's at 11. So it's just too stupid. 11. The 11 o'clock game won't finish by 1, so there's no way LSU can play at 1. So it'll probably be closer to maybe 1:30, 1:45, maybe closer to 2, 1:45, 2 o'clock when they actually tip. So. All right, let's say some good morning, see what y'all got. By the way, baseball, if you missed it, their series opener against Bethune-Cookman today got moved up to noon because they're expecting awful weather through here this evening and tonight. So, like wind advisories and all kind of stuff. So they're going to play at noon to get the first game in. So by the time AFR starts, the baseball game will be over. So, or close to it. So, all right, let's say some good mornings here. Michael Kleber, Jason Austin, good morning. Ryan Amanda Guidry, Charlie Cavell, Truax, what's good, buddy? Dylan Landry, Trey Mitchell, good morning. Can LSU basketball legitimately make the SEC championship? Yeah. I mean, look what just happened in the women's tournament. I mean, Kentucky won the whole thing, beat South Carolina, beat LSU, beat South Carolina. I don't know that that's necessarily the thing they're driving really hard for right now. But can they show, like, I'll put it to you this way. You know, they beat Arkansas. I'm sorry, if they beat Arkansas. They played Arkansas twice this year already, and both of, sorry. Sorry, one second. Okay. Both the games against Arkansas were heartbreaking. I mean, LSU probably should have won both of them. Didn't, but sure, you had a chance to win both those games. So so can they win today? Absolutely. You already saw Alabama lose yesterday. If you missed it, Bama lost to Vandy yesterday, so they're out. So when you look ahead to today, you got A&M against Auburn, LSU against Arkansas, Mississippi State, Tennessee, Vandy, Kentucky. So if LSU beats Arkansas, they'd play the winner of A&M Auburn. Say it'd be Auburn. They got absolutely demolished by Auburn in the SEC opener at Auburn. Neutral site, could it be different? Maybe. And then, let's say chalk holds if they are able to beat Auburn, which I don't know that they will, but if they do, they play the winner of Tennessee, Kentucky in the SEC championship game. Again, if chalk holds, if Tennessee beats State and Kentucky beats Vanderbilt. Well, they've already beaten both Tennessee and Kentucky this year. So they've lost to both of them as well, but they beat them both. So, yeah, I mean, can they? Sure they can. I'm not sure I projected or anything like that, but can they? Yeah. Greg Phillips, Charlie Cavell, what's up? Tigers don't know how to fully put a team away. The 9-0 run by Mizzou at the end of the game. Charlie, listen, man, they were up by 20 the whole game. I'm just not. They put that team away. That even a 9-0 run still didn't get Mizzou close. So I'm not going to go there, man. I mean, it was over. Like, everyone got lax. It was over. Like, not putting a team away would have been when you're up 18 at half and then you let Mizzou have a 9-0 run to start the second half and all of a sudden you're back to single digits. Like, that's not putting a team away. LSU put them away. Jerry, good morning. Megan Hurst, hey Dad, Jeff McKithen, Kelly Gross, Jason Horn, Brant Roban. Me and my fam heading to Baton Rouge next Wednesday through Sunday. Can't wait to see old friends. And eat great food, best seafood in town. What is the best seafood in town? Well, Brand, I guess it really depends on, you know, what you're looking to spend, right? Or what do you want to eat? You know, I mean, you can go to great restaurants in town and get really good seafood. I mean, you go to Mansur's and get really good seafood. But you can go to Powran's and get really good seafood. Or you can go, you get boiled crawfish somewhere. So, you know, it just depends what you're looking for. Caleb Bernard, good morning. Brant would love to take girls to one of the LSU baseball games next weekend. Do you think tickets will be hard to come by? Shouldn't be, Brant. I mean, they always sell standing room only tickets, but even still, I mean, you can get tickets to LSU games for sure. If you're having any trouble, you know, holler. I'm sure someone will have tickets. They'll come up. Like someone on here will post and let you know. I mean, someone will have tickets. Stephen Grady, Cody Pittman, good morning. Looking forward to a good weekend of LSU sports. Curious to know if you heard anything about Hilliard, why he didn't pitch last weekend. Do you think he will this weekend? Yeah. Well, I mean, last weekend, I think it was just pretty evident that Jay Johnson was trying to see guys situationally. I think he wanted to see if Ty Floyd could be the Saturday guy and could extend and could do it on the road, hot, you know, 24,000 people in a pro ballpark against the number one team in the country. And Floyd pitched pretty well. Wasn't great. You know, I think he walked 4, and which is too many. So his pitch count got elevated. But I think Jay wanted to see, okay, can Ty Floyd be the Saturday guy? So at least you know you'd go money Floyd, right? And then Sunday could be a TBD thing. But, yeah, I think he knows what he's got in Hilliard. That's why. But, and I think they had intended to pitch Hilliard on Tuesday when the game got moved to Wednesday. I think that's why they wanted to keep him on his regular work week schedule, and so they could throw him in this weekend on his normal, his normal schedule. Just a guess, though. Kenneth Westbrook, Michael Cook, Lenny Moss, good morning, Lenny. Vernell Thomas, David Coslin, good morning. Tim Gotro, Brian Pinton, good morning from Hattiesburg, all right, in Mississippi. Wendell Norman, good morning. Good win by the Tigers against Mizzou, yes indeed. Trivia Carter, what's up? Brant, morning, Matt. Speaking of cold snaps, stay in Knoxville, it will be 70. Within 12 hours, it'll drop 40 degrees and could get several inches of snow with a wind chill of 10. Whew. Pass. Shane O'Mac, good morning. Wrap in batches. Ricky Lambert, morning, Matt. Wife's gone all weekend. I'm free to watch sports. No honeydews, huh? Kick up your feet. It's cold, make a fire, and just watch conference tournaments and baseball. Heck yeah, man. Dale Schultz, good morning. Jesse Brown, morning, Matt. Voted for you. Let's smash that button. Thank you, Jesse, by the way. I'll go ahead and post that. Appreciate it. Jesse, for the reminder. The Best of 225 balloting is open right now, and very, very humbled and pleased to announce that I was nominated again for Best of 225, Best Radio Personality. So I'll post the link if you want to go vote. You don't have to be, you just have to have an email address. You don't have to be from Baton Rouge. But I'll go ahead and post the link if you want to vote. I'd appreciate if you vote for Best Radio Personality. I'm on there. And then Best Radio Station, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. It'd be really cool if the station could win that one. So thanks, man. I appreciate it very much. Hey, Brian Wynn, good morning. Matt Lusto, got it, man. Thank you. The wife. That's all you said. Your wife wants you to pay me wait. If I want to pay with GameCoin, got it. So Matt Lusto found a bottle of Kentucky Owl Rye Batch 3, which is my favorite rye ever. It's just pricey. I mean, it's a $200 bottle, and I have one with, it's almost empty, and that's, I think, a 2018 release. So I mean, they're really hard to come by. So I'm thinking about biting the bullet. I was being a little disciplined yesterday whenever he sent me the message about it, and I was like, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna be disciplined, but I may end up just like biting the bullet and doing it. Let's see. Wrapping batches. Wife is having surgery this morning. Made us come at 6:50 to wait 2 hours. Man, I hope your wife. I hope everything. It's just an easy procedure. I hope it's nothing too serious, man. But yes, the waiting for surgery, the hours waiting for surgery is something. Anyway, been through that plenty of times. I mean, me a couple times, my knee, but mostly with Drew. That's, yeah. Anyway. Yes, smash that like button if you would. If you're there on YouTube, smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Facebook, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. We appreciate y'all, as always, for being here. Jason Austin, which quarterback is Brian Kelly and Den Brock's offense suit more, Miles or Daniels? That's easy. It's Jaden Daniels. Den Brock, look at Desmond Ridder at Cincinnati this year. I mean, just look at the guys Brian Kelly had with Malik Zaire and Deshaun Kaiser, Ian Book, athletic, mobile guys. That's not Miles. Jay Daniels ran for 700 yards last year at Arizona State. And this is the guy they went and got. I mean, I'm not trying to poo-poo Miles, and I hope nobody thinks that. I mean, super admirable how long he stuck it out and persevered through a lot of things. But this coaching staff didn't recruit Miles Brennan. They went and got Jaden Daniels. I mean, that's pretty evident where their thinking is. Brian Wood, Matt, what's up with Chuck today? I don't know. I haven't seen Chuck pop on here in a while. We need a Chuck Sanchez sighting. I haven't seen him in a while. Lenny, have you ever attended the Final Four? Planning to go this year since it's close and getting older. Yeah, man. So I went to the Final Four in New Orleans in 2003. That was when Syracuse beat Kansas. That was Carmelo, Jerry McNamara, really good team. Kansas had Kirk Heinrich and Nick Collison, really good, a couple of really good, very well played game. Hakeem Warwick had the big block at the end for Syracuse to win it. McNamara was raining threes. It was a great game. And that was actually Roy Williams' last game at Kansas. After that game, he left for North Carolina. So I went then, and then I actually went I went to the championship game that year, and I went to the national semifinals in Atlanta in 2007. It was Greg Oden, Roy Hibbert. Greg Oden from Ohio State, Roy Hibbert from Georgetown. The big Brian, my brother was living in Atlanta at the time, so drove over, stayed with him. We just scalped tickets and went. That was fun because it was '07 because Florida ended up beating Ohio State for the national championship. So when they went back to back. So it was that was fun. It was fun. It was billed because it was first time they had like 2 7-foot centers in the Final Four. It was like a throwback game with 2 7 because nobody had centers anymore. So yeah, I've been. It's fun. It's right there in New Orleans. Everybody should go. It's easy enough to get tickets in a big dome stadium. So, Ryan, Amanda Guidry, Matt, you always get in the top 3. Tells you something. Well, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. It's way more fun to win it though than just to be in the top 3. So, Ryan Dixon, Matt, did you see the new Jack Daniel's Hazmat? It's coming out. Its proof is in the 150 range. Whew. I did not see it yet. I'll tell you that I have the Coy Hill, which was this year's limited release, and that's 141.8. Hot, brah. Lenny Moss just voted for Matt Moscone in 104.5. Thank you, Lenny. Appreciate that. Very, very much. Very kind of you. Jonathan Martin, good morning. John Michael Sonye went to the Final Four in the Natty in 2012. One of the coolest sporting events I've been to. Was the Final Four here in 2012? I'm trying to remember. John Bro, morning, Matt. Very glad Nate Oates lost. Yeah, I mean, there's some people who are whispering that maybe Nate Oates might end up leaving Alabama this year. Not that he'd get fired, but that he may look for. I mean, he's got all the resources at Bama that he needs. I mean, let me put it to you this way. They're willing to invest the money he needs to be successful, but he may want to be more like a basketball school. So there was some talk about Maryland. That could be potential. But let's see. So he was born in Wisconsin. Nate Oates was. Not that it matters tremendously, but let's see. He was born in Wisconsin. He coached at Buffalo. So he was at Wisconsin Whitewater, Romulus High School. Then Buffalo as an assistant. Buffalo's head coach now, Alabama. So, I mean, some people, you get your first taste of Southern life and Southern culture, and it's just not for everybody. So, I don't know. Alex Day, good morning. Sports Fan 79. Obviously, LSU should be number 1 overall team. Ha ha ha. It won't happen, War Eagle. Okay. Who said LSU should be the number 1 overall team? Let's see. Keith H. Morning, Matt. Getting cold. Can we warm up with a little hustle? Okay, Keith. I always respect your creative ways to get this done. All right, here we go. All right, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Y'all, did y'all see that storm advisory? Expecting severe thunderstorms, possible tornadoes. Please no, none of that. But y'all, this is roof season, man. It's here. Keep telling y'all, get that inspection, man. Don't just assume you're good. We all went through Ida. Get one of our inspectors up on your roof to make sure you don't have damage. If you do, I mean, it could even be, small damage that you can barely see that's just magnified over time. But every time it rains, you keep getting little drips of water in your house, and it accumulates, and eventually you got water spots on your ceiling. Y'all, I'm telling you, we see it every day. We see it every day. Let us come for that inspection. It's free, like legit free. We just put you on the schedule. I mean, one of our field inspectors comes out, walks your roof, puts together a full report. If there's no damage, awesome. If there is, we'll help you file a claim. HUDCOroofing.com. Eric Wilderotter. Ooh, it's 7:52. Oh my God. All right, really quick. Wilderotter. Mechanics of a restructure give a player all his money up front. Do you think that impacts restructuring? Camara wouldn't be a great look. No, I don't think it matters. Kyle Milliken, technically they kind of did recruit Miles. He was in the portal. Brian Kelly convinced him to stay. Not exactly. I mean, yes, but he said, we're going to have to get a quarterback anyway. You can stay if you want. But there were no promises made. It's a little different when you go pursue a guy from the outside. Miles was already here, sort of thing. But I understand your point, but it's not exactly the same. Tim Gotro, SEC opener next week. Do you know if Cougar has the Rally Frogs ready? Yes, absolutely. Rally Frogs are always on standby. Trey Guy, I can't remember all the email addresses I created so I can vote for the GOAT at 225. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate it. No Saint, are the Raiders interested in moving Carr? If so, are the Saints interested in Carr at what cost? Not that I've heard, and supposedly Josh McDaniels really likes Carr, so I don't think that that's a possibility. There he is, Chuck Sanchez. What's up, Chuck? Get it? Up, Chuck? Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Kenneth Westbrook just bought a roof for a hail claim yesterday. Boom. So I guess Kenneth is an insurance adjuster. Like, that's kind of the point. Like, you're seeing hail claims from last spring approved now. I mean, we see it every day. Because, like, until you get up on the roof and inspect it, you don't know. That's that's great validation right there. Thank you, Kenneth. That's exactly the point. So take care of your biz. Kirk Taylor, good morning from paradise. Jamie Leday, good morning. Ryan, you should make Keith H. do a TikTok video to the Hudco song. Not a bad idea. Okay, y'all. Let's see. All right. We are just about done. Appreciate y'all as always. Randy Bennett. All right, I got to go get Drew up and get him out to school. Y'all have an awesome Friday. I'll get LSU Daily up shortly, although so we're going to do a podcast around 10 a.m. and then baseball is going to play at noon and basketball is going to play at 1. I don't know. Maybe we'll just give a little bit of that info and then talk some football or something. So, okay, y'all have an awesome day. Peace. As always, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. You need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. They're just the best. You need a roof, you call HUDCO, HUDCOroofing.com. All right, we'll see y'all later. Peace. AFR3.